Let me get the packs in here.
Ashley's going to teach us how to make elderberry syrup really quick, but she's taking forever.
That was forever.
This is Ashley Stevens. She's the goddess that makes our cedar necklaces for the shop. She's made some candles. What else do you make?
The smudge sticks and the chai tea blend.
Yep. She does a community or gardening class over at the Cedar. Okay. All right. Keeps bees.
Thank you.
Kinds of fun things. All right. So what are we doing?
Okay. So to make the elderberry syrup, we're gonna put 3 cups of liquid in the pot. You can use clean water, like spring water, or you can use chaga. So we're gonna use
chaga.
Chaga that's already been brewed.
Look at these. I'm going to show them the elderberry. That's elderberry from our plant outside. Not those elderberries are not from us, but the leaves are. And we've got, what's in your spice blend?
So there, traditionally in elderberry syrup, there is ginger and cinnamon and clove. And then we've added rose hips and star anise.
So gorgeous. I love all those colors. And then those are elderberries over there.
So they're all things that would be really good if you were sick or you had the flu or you're trying not to get sick. So we have the 3 cups in here.
So we did 3 cups of already brewed chaga, nice and dark.
And then we put the elderberries in, and they're already measured, so we can put the whole bag in.
So the kit that we have for sale on our website is already measured out for you. You just dump the whole bag of elderberries in the pot.
And then you put it on the stove.
If you can make room, which you probably can't.
So it's that you want it up to a boil, and then once it starts boiling, you turn it down. And
I always thought it was so much more complicated than this because they charge like $17 a jar for little bitty jars, and usually they have added like sugars that I don't want my kids having in them. So yeah, this is super fun.
Yeah. So after it's been boiling and then you turned it down, then you can mash the elderberries. So
do you let it go for a little while first before you mash them?
Yes, you want to let it go for 15 to 30 minutes before you start mashing.
Okay.
You want them to be soft.
So get it to a boil, then let it simmer for 15 to 30 minutes, and then you can start mashing your elderberries.
Yeah, so time just sped up here.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't have editing skills with our video, or we would do a Rachel Ray right now and just skip over to the next thing, but we don't.
Yeah, so Brooke has this masher that we're using, or you can use just the back of your spoon. But you're waiting the 30 minutes so that the berries are softer, and then you can start mashing them, and it just releases more juice.
Cool.
And then after it's been at least 30 minutes that they're on there, then you can put the medicinal spice bag in. So I'm just making sure it's tight, and then I'm going to put it in here.
And you're just basically mashing your. There's no wrong way to do this part of it. You could have put the bag in before. Just it makes more sense to go ahead and mash up the elderberries before you throw that bag in. Yeah. So you're not making a huge mess.
We have a strong spice blend, so if you want yours to be mild, you would wait longer. If you want the spices to be really strong, then you would put it in earlier.
So then simmer it for another, how long with the bag in there?
Another 15 to 30 minutes. It should be 45 to an hour in total. And it's that you want the liquid to go down to about half of what you started with.
Perfect. Okay. And so keep your heat. You want to keep your heat pretty low then. You want it just like barely simmering.
Yeah. Once you brought it to the boil, you turn it down. And then after you are to half of the liquid you started with, then you can take the spice bag out. That's really easy to do.
Just throw it anywhere, yeah.
Just throw it anywhere. And then you strain your liquid. So you're going to be straining the elderberries out. And this
is our already done with pot. We've been doing this.
So
while
this is just some that's
Can I show them what it looks like?
actually was on the stove for the
Yeah. Look how
right
pretty
amount
and
of time.
thick it looks, yeah.
And then so I'm using this to strain it. You could use a colander or cheesecloth or something else that's nifty. So just go like this.
Oh, and let it cool down to room temperature, right? Before we add the...
Well, you can strain it and then let it cool.
Okay, so let it strain it, and then we're going to let it cool down to room temperature before we do the next step.
Yeah. So I'm using this to just get any more juice out.
Ooh. Look how pretty that color is. Wow. This is a moment when you like really wish you'd cleaned your pots better. Look at all the spots.
The inside is very clean.
We really thought this through and planned this out.
And so this is when you want to make sure that your liquid has come to room temperature before you add the honey. And so we're adding raw local honey.
And local, just because the local honey will help with allergies as well. So if you're using elderberry syrup to prevent or treat a cold, local honey is a great extra thing to add.
Yeah, and then you also want the honey to be raw so that all the enzymes and things are intact. So it's 1 cup of honey, which can seem like a lot of honey, but you don't want to do less because the honey is also the preservative in keeping your syrup good for a long time.
Yeah, this is not the time to like go light on the sugar because you're trying to be, yeah, you need that honey in there.
Okay, so I'm going to do it in this.
And you're only doing, think about it, you're only doing like a teaspoon of it at a time or a tablespoon of it at a
Yeah.
time, so it's not going to hurt anybody. The stool's hiding my space.
And then I'm going to put the cup of honey in.
Nice. Gorgeous.
And so having it at room temperature just helps the honey keep all the enzymes and things not be heated. Keep it raw.
I'm kind of surprised at how simple this is, actually. I want to do another video someday where we teach you how to make elderberry tincture, because you can use the elderberries after this for that. And also, wait, are we heating it more with the honey in it or no?
No, because we want the honey to stay raw.
Oh.
So that's why we brought it to
That's
room
it?
temperature. So we're mixing in the honey with it,
Okay.
like that.
Wow.
And then the kit has a sticker to make your label.
So you remember how long?
Right.
Yeah.
And then so you put your label on of like when you made it